Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And now the main story in the MLB offseason is where Shohei Ohtani will sign and how much he will sign for. I did a video on that a couple days ago. Well, another big name could be the cause of a lot of speculation as Juan Soto, superstar slugger for the Padres. Seems like it's likely he will be traded. As a matter of fact, Buster Olney on the Michael K show, which is around here, my neck of the woods, the New York area, on ESPN New York. He visited the show, Buster Olney of ESPN. This is what he had to say about Juan Soto.
100% he's going to be traded before the season. That's one where A.J. Preller and Scott Boras come out and said, no, that's not going to be the case. All you have to do is look at the math. If, in fact, the Padres are going to get their payroll down to $200 million to $220, which would be a massive reduction, they're going to have to make a move with Soto. And it makes sense that they would do that, given the other assets that they have and the fact you can't trade Manny Machado with his contract. You can't trade Sandy Bogarts with his contract. Yu Darvish, Joe Musgrove. Those are massive contracts that just can't be moved. So I do think Soto's going to be moved. People who are in other front offices absolutely believe the Padres are going to trade Soto. And he, to me, if you're trying to map out a potential Yankees offseason, he, to me, is the most logical target because he's not going to necessarily require a big deal, and he's someone who would have an immediate impact, balance out their offense. You know, the big question is going to be the adjustment period if, in fact, he goes to New York. Because as we saw when he was traded to the Padres, it took him a little while to get comfortable there.
Well, Yankees fans' ears perked up at the end of that as Buster Olney thinks that's the map back to contention would be going after him. Of course, this was on ESPN New York radio, so a lot of Yankees fans did hear it. We know the Padres are trying to cut payroll for next season and the future after spending the past couple off seasons acting like they're a big market team. That didn't pay off this past season as they didn't even reach the postseason. Meanwhile, Juan Soto, what a player he is. This past season was worth 5.5 WAR according to Baseball Reference, 275 batting average, but a 410 on base percentage because he draws oh so many walks, 35 homers, 109 RBIs. He is a career 157 OPS plus, 158 this past season. He is just 25 years old and he just turned it on October 25th. We see that he's got 1 year left of arbitration on his contract via Spotrac, and then he will be an unrestricted free agent. Keep in mind, Juan Soto, couple years back, rejected a 15-year, $440 million deal with the Washington Nationals, which led them to trade him to the San Diego Padres. So you got to figure it'll be a team willing to give him a long-term deal similar to the one he rejected. That would be the team that would trade for him. Probably why the Yankees were mentioned. Of course, the Mets have the ownership that is willing to spend. We'll see what other teams could get in the market. I would say Dodgers, but a lot of people believe that Ohtani to the Dodgers is the likely move, and yes, they got money, but I don't think they're going to be able to pay both Ohtani and Soto. But what are your thoughts? Do you think it's a sure thing that Juan Soto is traded this offseason? Who do you think are the best suitors for Juan Soto? We know the Yankees really need to make that splash. Fan base is getting impatient. Brian Cashman faces a lot of skepticism, criticism, and they really need to do something to calm down the yells of the fan base. But we'll see who would get involved in a potential Juan Soto deal. But that is another piece of exciting news for this offseason. Another thing to look forward to, seeing where Juan Soto gets traded. Of course, Buster Buster Posey said, no, not Buster Posey. Sorry, guys, it's early. Buster Only said 100% sure, but nothing's sure until it happens. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.